speakers. Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's having a great week so far. Um, Yesterday, the weather here was beautiful. Today, it's going to rain. It's supposed to be like 70 degrees, but it's going to rain. And so, not sure if I'll get my walk in today, but I'm going to try. Um, so, what do I want to talk about? Oh, project management systems. So, I use a project management system in my business, and I have for years. I've been in business for about 11 years now, and um, I use a project management system, and it's basically my lifeline in my business at this point. You know, the one that I use may not be a good fit for everybody, but and there's certainly ones that you can start using for free, like Asana and Trello. The one I use is called Teamwork, and it is meant for teams. And I have a team. I have 3 team members currently on my team, and um, it's Grand Central for my business. It has all the tasks in there that need to be done, um, and is assigned to certain people based on what the task is, and who's responsible for it, and um, within that, so when I assign a task to one of my team members, they can track their time there, they can comment on the task, they can upload a file to the task. um, you can obviously put links in the task. I am notorious for using Loom, doing Loom videos. I love doing Loom videos. Just doing it's basically a screencast video where I can show my screen and I can talk at the same time and show like my team member what it is I need them to do, whether it's on a website or inside a file, a document, a spreadsheet, that sort of thing. So and I can include that Loom link in the task. So, but ultimately, like I think even if you're a solopreneur, there's something to be said about using a project management system. I haven't always had a team, um, but so originally when I first started using Teamwork, it was just me. But then as I did add team members, um, it it definitely proved to be beneficial. Um, but even as if you're the only person in your business, you're a solopreneur, and you know we try to remember to do things. We try, sometimes we make lists, and those lists can get lost, or especially if it's a paper list, can get lost. You can spill coffee on it. Maybe even if you're using, like I use Evernote for certain things, so you can maybe keep a list in there. There is a project management feature with inside Evernote, as far as um, you can create notes and track them like a project type of thing. um, but ultimately, um, having a place where you can actually like create a task for yourself, and it will send you a reminder to do this. And when I'm in Teamwork every day, most of the day, looking at what needs to be done, um, moving things around as far as like, okay, this can wait till then because I have this is more important. um, you know Communicating with my team within there. um, so if you're, even if you're a solopreneur, you're just starting at this point, it's something to look at doing now, because as you grow, it's only going to become that much more important to keep yourself organized. I will say, earlier this year, I attempted to switch to HoneyBook, and HoneyBook, I'm sure is a great system. Okay, it's really probably meant more for um, workflows and processes, not necessarily as a project management tool. It really was not suiting my needs for project management. Um, and I'll tell you the main example I have with it is that I created a project for a client, and I had two of my team members as part of this project. So if needed to send a note or a comment to one of them, it would go to both of them. I couldn't say just send it to this person. It would go to both of them, which can be confusing if, someone doesn't need to know that. Like, because I have the two team members and they were both doing different things within that project. And and I was like, no, this isn't going to work. The other thing was too that like as far as tracking their time, it was an accumulative time. It wouldn't break down, okay, this is how much time this person spent doing this on the project. So ultimately you couldn't you could have a task to a project, but it wouldn't, so I could have different tasks in a project, but I couldn't correlate the time with that specific task. It would just correlate it to the project itself. And so I was like, well, this isn't working for me, not the way I do things. So I ended up having to upgrade my subscription to Teamwork because I that was part of the reason why I started trying to transition to HoneyBook. Like if I was, you know, maybe I could do more in HoneyBook for less money, and that turned out to not be the case. So I upped my subscription to the next level with Teamwork. So I I think what I would say, and to wrap this up, is really just, even if you're a solopreneur, just start using one. Excuse me. Start using a project management tool just to help keep yourself organized. Um, and you're going to have probably recurring tasks that need to be done, whether daily, weekly, monthly, that sort of thing. Um, and I think you'll find that once you get started and you kind of use it as your core um, place to know what needs to be done, you're going to find that it's going to be helpful to you. So I think that's really it for today. I hope this, I hope this has inspired you in some way. And if you have any feedback, I'd love to hear your feedback. Feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to send me a private message. And yeah, I hope everyone has a great day. Talk to you soon.